What's up, guys? Hunter Frontier back at it again with another video. In this video, guys, we're gonna be talking about the Megatin tracker that of course has been tracking the Megatin releases for the past few weeks, and the last time we did this was about 2 weeks ago, so a lot has actually updated, and let's go ahead and take a look at it right now. So starting off with the ultra rares here, we do have Cycle Reader, which is great to see. If we take a look on market, you can see that it only has 5 printings, and the last time we got a reprint for this card was Hidden Arsenal Chapter 1, and it was the dual terminal technology version, which a lot of people were like about, but again, it was a nice modern reprint for, you know, a somewhat staple card. You can, you know, kind of say either use it now or you kind of just it's more I would say format dependent, right? A really cool copy was the super rare from Hidden Arsenal 3, but of course the highest rare copy here is the dual terminal rare parallel rare. So again, it's good that we're seeing a reprint of this card because it has been a minute. But other than that, though, it's great to see the Ragnaraki, there we go, archetype in here as well, because it had a, you know, a good amount of hype when this archetype came out, and it's great that we're going to see more printings of this. Moving forward, we do have the Stronghold, the Hidden Fortress, just great to see as a trap card here, and again, just kind of cool to see with the Shining Sarcophagus decks. Next up, for the Prismatic secret rares here, the meat and potatoes, as you would say, we do have right off the bat Dragon Gate. Again, we have some newer cards coming into the TCG. You have Dragon Gate, you have the Queen of the Blazing Domain, you also have Bot Herder. So these are like, I would say, the 2019 Megatin, where we had Nibiru, we had D-Shifter, and of course we had Dark Rule No More. This has been a common theme where they kind of release these cards that are never printed in the TCG. They kind of just shake up the meta, or again, just give us some nostalgic throwbacks, right, of nostalgic cards. So for these three, I would say they're pretty cool, and I think my favorite off the bat has to be the Queen of the Blazing Domain. First of all, can't be destroyed by card effects. If this card is in your hand, you can target up to 2 cards you control, including a face-up spell or trap, destroy them, and if you do, special summon this card. If you destroyed 1 card, return this card to the hand during the end phase of the next turn, or if you destroyed 2, this card gains this effect instead. Any monster sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead, and I love how it's any monster sent from the field to your opponent's graveyard. It's not both. So it's a great card to have on field. It's a 3k beater, a dark level 9 pyro monster. So again, it has a lot going for it, and hopefully it makes its way into our meta. Now moving on from that, a huge reprint here is Stellaria. Now you might be asking why. Well, you see that Fuaros had multiple reprints in itself, and then of course we are getting an expected reprint of the other Moltar Army card for the legendary 5D's decks in November. So this kind of was already here, and it was kind of like, wow, well, it's not getting a recent reprint, and it's been a little bit since we've had a reprint for this, so it went up in price on market. But if you guys can see, definitely the now that it's going to get reprinted here, don't go ahead and purchase this, just wait to get it in the Megatins, and you might also pull off Warlos as well, since they kind of just randomly threw it in here. And I'm a little surprised because I would have thought this would have gotten a Starlight rare version, because you know how they like to kind of just throw things in different rarities. We have talked about Lacrima on the channel. I believe we did a post, but it's great to see here finally everything is getting reprinted for Fiendsmith. You know, thank the heavens for that. Again, we do see the White Forest card, so we're expecting more White Forest cards. Low is great to see in here as well, because people really did love that ritual deck. Black Garden, we've already checked out here. It's nice to see Nightmare Throne too, kind of just nice, you know, Yubel cards in here. And I do love, kind of going ahead of myself, but Bot Herder is a great card as well. And I think it's going to be seeing a lot of play in a lot of different meta decks. And we have talked about this before, but probably not from the 2 weeks ago video. Black Gold Laughs is a huge reprint for trap-based strategies and just strategies in general. This has been a very staple-ish card to have in a lot of decks for the meta. And of course, you guys already know we already have Purge and Impulse announced in the tins. Now moving on to the Starlight rares here. Again, a lot of bangers in this one. And we already talked about Dual Link Dragon, the Dual Dragon, great for nostalgia purposes, and people who have that prize card, well, it's okay. At least, listen, you won at a huge level event, and that's awesome to have in a nice trophy compared to a Starlight rare, you know, reprint, right? But anyway, though, it's great to see Yubel, the Loving Defender, forever. It was getting slightly expensive, so it's nice to see here, especially the quarter century secret rare version. So that actually might go down, and we will take a look at that. Past that, though, Light and Darkness Dragon, Dragon Lord, is interesting because I actually have the quarter century secret rare too. So yeah, the value went down on that one. It is what it is when you play these games. The Memento Terralian, did not say that correctly. Anyway, this one is interesting to see, so we might see, again, more Memento stuff get reprinted here, and we already know that, let's see, I did see another Memento card, can't find it right now, but they are getting more reprints, which is good to see for that. Past that, we have the Blue Eyes, of course, are the Blue Eyes, and this one was great to see too, because, I mean, it wasn't getting slightly expensive, but again, give it time for the ones that weren't getting expensive, they were going to pick up in price. So always when you expect something to get reprinted, a huge part of the engine, see what isn't going to get reprinted, because you want to get that as soon as possible before it's too late, and then you have to pay about like 15-20 bucks for a single card or two cards, whereas you could have gotten it for like $2 or $3. And then past that, Rescue Ace Hydrant. I don't know if we talked about this, but it's interesting to see here, and I will say there has been a past trend with this specific card going just crazy in price, so it might be worth picking this up, a few copies just to have for a Starlight Rare version. Who knows, it could come back, who really knows. Other than that though, Bottomless Trap Hole is cool to see for past format decks. You have Starlight Road as well, really cool. I mean, come on, Starlight Rare, Starlight Road has to be. And then Infinite Impermanence, great to see as a Starlight Rare, but again, I think it would be good to grab this sooner rather than later, because again, when it comes to staple-ish cards in the meta, eventually prices pick up, and then it's going to be impossible to grab these cards. So Infinite Impermanence is a great card to have as a Starlight Rare. But overall, guys, I really do love what they're doing with the Megatins. Now, you might be asking, wait, it's going to be easy to get Polaria off the bat? Probably not if you're trying to pull for it. It's going to be like a 300 plus card set. But hey, it's nice to see that they are giving players opportunities to grab these cards. It doesn't mean you have to actually purchase the product. Go ahead and just buy it on TCGPlayer, and if you guys do, hit my link down below. But other than that though, it is good to see these prices, and we're just gonna go quickly into the TCGPlayer just comparisons here. So SP Lone Knight is also getting reprinted, and I believe it is actually a Starlight Rare, which is like, interesting, right? Because it already has the Quarter Century Secret Rare. So this is again another kind of like example of them just being like, oh, here's a very valuable card, and then going, no, not really, right? So it kind of just bridges the gap for people, and people are starting to offload that immediately. Same thing with Polaria. So prices have somewhat stabilized because they were a little more crazy, but I will say that you should just hold off until you get the Megatin version. And then for Alley of Justice Reader, it's great to see that we're getting another copy of it. Now, it's not super relevant right now, but it's great to kind of have access to that, and who knows, you might want to pull it out of your bin and use it for a future meta deck on the side deck, or even main deck, right, if you find room for it. And there was one thing I did want to discuss. Oh yes, Yubel, the Loving Defender. We're just going to quickly look that one up because that's an interesting one as well. And let's see if we can find the Quarter Century Secret Rare version. Probably not. Let's see. Okay, right here. So it's about 83, 85. Even with the announcement, it's still at a fairly tough price. It was above 100 before, so it could be, yep, it's slowly dipping right now. Again, when it comes to the Quarter Century Secret Rare versions of cards we've gotten for the past 2 to 3 years, I would say that you really should kind of look at what you have and see what you want to flip and what you just want to keep. You don't mind if the value goes down, but I'll do another video for that, of course, guys. And I want to say thank you so much for watching this one, and of course, let me know what you think down below on the cards we are getting revealed so far, and what do you still want to see. But guys, if you liked the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts, and if you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn notification bell on so you're updated next time I upload new videos. Right, guys, I'll catch you in the next one. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day or night, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.